chain of fancy butcher shops closes after staff walks out when owner yanks pride flags from stores. Fleischer's, a chain of high-end butcher shops around the New York City area, is temporarily closed after dozens of staff members walked out when the company's CEO removed pride flags and Black Lives Matter signs from the stores. People of color and queer people make up about half of CEO John Adams' employees. He learned about the consequences of his actions the hard way when 36 employees walked out. Members of the butcher shop's staff say Rob Rosania, a major investor in the chain, called Adams after a friend called to complain about a BLM sign that offended him. Rosania demanded the sign be removed. Adams complied, traveling to Connecticut and New York City to remove the banners and signs. Staff rebelled, castigating Adams directly and taking their outrage to social media. Adams had promised to bring more, quote, accountability to the company, end quote, and his employees wanted him to know he failed in a major way.
Can you explain to me how the hell a BLM sign offends you? What did it say? You fat, stop eating red meat? Like, explain that to me. Like, come on.
Well, I guess you can beat Fleischer's meat after all.
Oh, that's funny.
Literally, and how homophobic do you have to be to take flights just to rip down pride flags? Like you went to the airport, you went through TSA, you got on a plane, and it's like, I'm gonna rip off some pride flags. And that's
Wait, could you do that one more time? That voice.
Rip off pride flags.
That's the boss voice.
That's my mask voice.
Have you ever heard of a story like this where so many employees in percentage of a business enterprise just walks out to the point where the business has to close? I've never heard of it.
Pretty significant.
There is a huge labor shortage right now, guys, okay? Already. So the fact is that, like, now people have to listen to their employees because they can so easily leave and go get 3 other jobs. Every place is hiring right now, Al.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just love the idea, and then we kind of know a lot about boycotts, and we know, like, that we have to also remember that we can flex our political and economic muscle by deciding where we want to work and where we want to buy. This is such a powerful story because I'm assuming, and we don't know the details here, but that not everyone who walked out was either LGBTQ or black or people of color, right? That people join them. We hope that this is true, and hopefully those numbers continue to grow, right? In solidarity.
It's interesting to me because we are watching a situation where something very progressive has happened here of saying, wait, we're standing up for marginalized communities, and our business, even if it means my employment, means we're going to stand up to it. Yeah. So Queer News Tonight shouts out to all of those employees that have done this. We recognize how significant an action this was on behalf of our community, and we thank you for that. And second, I hope that this is a relatively small, intermediate-sized business, but I hope that other businesses hear the earthquake that is set off by something like this. And I'm specifically calling out the employees and the corporate boardroom of Chick-fil-A. I hope you're paying attention here in terms of what potentially can happen to you.
Yeah, there's plenty of meatpacking businesses to choose from these days.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.